Hey, this is Ryan from TKK Collector, and if you caught Cool Trainer Ryan and PokeVault's YouTube live yesterday, you couldn't help but being jealous. Jealousy is an interesting feeling, right? When you were looking at it, I was thinking about, look at all the donations they were getting from that live stream. Awesome, right? Ooh, look at all those old awesome packs they get to open. I was a bit jealous of that. They had like 1,000 viewers, 1,000 plus viewers on their live stream. Very jealous. But what came off to me is the thing I was most jealous about was the camaraderie that the PokeVault and Cool Trainer Ryan, basically Sean and Ryan, had for each other when they were just hanging out. I mean, yes, they had a little bit of what's it called, a social lubricant going on in the form of, I guess, whiskey or scotch or whatever. But look at the fun they were having, right? They were just hanging out, watching Family Guy, ripping packs. I mean, obviously the packs were for our benefit, but I mean, I was mostly jealous of the camaraderie. I mean, that's something as an older male, and I imagine female women have the same problems, right? Is having that friendship after you've got to a certain age. You have so many commitments beyond work, right? So many commitments for family, for volunteering, for putting your time towards helping out others, and you kind of run out of time. Time is absolutely the most precious thing, and you run out of it. You don't have the opportunity to maintain those close camaraderie, those close friendships. And it's something that people my age and people over 30, they struggle with. Friendships are such a hard thing to maintain, such a hard thing to form when you get to a certain age. And that's the thing that I was most jealous of when they did their live, is how much being buds, how much they were friends, hanging out. That's what I was jealous of. Now, one of the things I try to do is I try to make some connections. I am horrible at it. But if someone comes and talks to me, I will do my best. Especially if it's around Pokemon collecting, or if it's around, getting something done, someone needing help. I do my best to be involved. I am horrible at making social acquaintances. I'm horrible at making friends at a party. I shut down. I'm not very good. But when it comes to like one-on-one stuff, I can do much better, right? I have a better time. Like I talk to people who show up and pick up cards from Kainai's store, right? I will talk to people about what they're collecting. I had someone come by, and it was cold outside, and I don't really have a storefront, so I have to go out and meet people when they do curbside pickup. Now he contacted me and told me he was doing something very something that I wanted to do with collection, but I never bit the bullet and did it. So he was putting together all of the Scarlet and Violet promo cards, which that's a very neat collection goal, I must say. Now, I think there was one problem that he had, and we talked about it, is the promo cards that are related to playing the game. I think the tropical winds, but it's the promo card that you have to be a player in Worlds in order to get, and it's like $800 just to get like the lowest level one. He's not gonna be able to get that. Like, everybody collects, right? People who collect, you're watching this channel, you probably collect. There's some cards that are just too much. So as a collector, you're probably not gonna be able to get that Paradise Resort card in the short term, right? It's expensive. But if you're doing something like collecting all of the Scarlet and Violet promos, it's okay. It's okay not to get every single card. Like, if you're collecting a binder of Evolving Skies, it's okay if you don't spend the $600 on an Umbreon, a Moonbrand. It's okay. People will forgive you. The problem is, here's the collector mindset. If you put together a full Scarlet and Violet promo binder, and there's a Paradise Resort missing, the collector in you you're probably going to break down and somehow rationalize that really, really expensive card. But that's what collectors do, right? We collect. So, but Anyway, even if you don't collect it now, collecting on the Scarlet and Violet promos is a really cool collection. Really cool thing to do. So, and promo cards right now in Scarlet and Violet, they're good deals. You can, get some of them for like 25 cents, 50 cents. And originally the guy contacted me. He's like, I see you got Mabo Stiff boxes EX on sale. I need that promo. And I'm like, I can sell him the Mabo Stiff promo for $1, or I can sell him the Mabo Stiff EX box for $22. And this is Canadian, guys. $22. I'm like, I gotta tell him I got the promo card for sale. And I sent him, the website and all of the promo cards that I currently have in stock for Scarlet and Violet. And he picked up, 6. So instead of spending, $25 on a Mabo Stiff box just to get a single card, he would have got packs, of course, but ended up, he got $10 worth of promos. And much more closer to his collecting goals. And we chatted, he was maybe a little bit younger, but it's nice to speak to people about stuff. And that's one of the things that, if you're having that chance to communicate with someone, take the chance to see more further camaraderie. See if you want to, keep up the communication. Most people, men and women, they don't mind if you talk to them a little bit more and chat with them offline or online about stuff that you're both interested in. People don't mind talking about things they're interested in. I have a really hard time talking about, sports. I love playing sports, but don't really. I'll watch it because Kai loves watching basketball. But make these connections. If you see someone who has common interests as you, feel free to just talk to them about it. I mean, Pokemon is something that you're watching this channel and you probably like Pokemon, you have in common. Feel free to talk to people about it. That's what we do it for, right? It's not just the cards and the value and that sense of, endorphins we get from opening a pack, or that endorphins we get from achieving a card acquisition. It's, it's about talking to people. It's about making connections. And as today is Pokemon Day, I encourage you all to reach out to someone who likes Pokemon and talk to them about it. Pokemon is weird. Everyone's talking about there's a slowdown. Scarlet and Violet, there's too much product. There's definitely a slowdown. Now, I've noticed this in our business, that sealed product is really slow. There's not a lot of people buying collection boxes. I think it's because the collection boxes haven't been that good, but even singles. I mean, the singles are a little bit down. Normally, I have a hard time keeping stock of singles, but my inventory of singles has gone up, so people are just not buying as much during Scarlet and Violet, and that's okay. Brings me to, is Pokemon dying? Now, I've thought a lot about this, do you keep buying inventory from distribution? Do you keep having booster boxes or having these collection boxes? Do you try to keep your allocation up? I don't know. I haven't decided. Do I keep going? Do I keep going strong? But then you hear little stories, right? You hear, like Kai and his friends were talking about who's your favorite Pokemon. And one of his friends' favorite Pokemon was not Charizard, it was not Blastoise, it was not, Piplup, it was not Feraligatr, it was Armarouge. This guy plays Scarlet and Violet. This guy, his favorite Pokemon was Armarouge. So, Pokemon is not going anywhere. Maybe it's going to be a little bit slower for the next year or so, maybe 2. But I think it's something that people can enjoy together. Now, I was watching it's Pokemon Day, so they had the Pokemon press release, if I can speak. And they had a new mobile app coming, Pocket, Pokemon Pocket. And I think the basic idea is you'll be able to have open packs, which people will like, the endorphin hit. Even if it's digital, I still like open packs on TCG Live. But they'll get that endorphin hit from pack openings. We'll see how the rules go, but I think Pokemon Pocket might be a good gateway into people playing the full game more. I've always wanted to play the full game more, and I think eventually I might get the time to do so, but for now, it'll have to be playing live every once in a while. I think it's going to be a good one. That's the one sort of news, except for that, the game that's going to be 2025. But 2024 Pokemon Pocket should be an interesting game. It might introduce people into the gameplay mechanics, which most collectors, I collect, I don't play, but if you start combining pack opening, and if the game is like, if there's not too much meta, if the game is interesting and entertaining, I think maybe it'll be a good thing. Maybe a gateway into people playing full-on live, the full-on, full-set game thing. So, yeah. What else is happening? So, I guess the big news was Fusion Strike was out of stock on Pokemon Center. Now, Fusion Strike, we have an interesting relationship with Fusion Strike. It was the first set that we did a master set of. And we made this mistake of attempting to do the master set through opening. If you're opening Fusion Strike, you know that it is almost as bad as Evolving Skies for hit rates. It's really tough. For a time there, Fusion Strike was also very inexpensive, and no one wanted it. No one wanted Fusion Strike. You couldn't sell it at all. But nowadays, now that you can't get it, all of a sudden everybody is boasting about how wonderful Fusion Strike is, with that Gengar and with that Espeon. So it's something for you to learn, right? People don't want things that are abundant. And that's probably what's happening with Scarlet and Violet. It's not that people don't want it or won't want it. It's right now it's too abundant. I mean, it's just, there's too much. And not to be one of those investor bros, but it's actually quite good to collect right now. But people are not collecting, right? People are not buying lots of product, which is okay, decreasing it. But that's the thing. There's a lot of product. People don't want it as much. So it's an interesting psychological thing that happens. So when there's lots, no one wants it. When there's not much, people love it. So we're going to see what happens to Scarlet and Violet. My instincts are telling me that we're going to see a lot of Scarlet and Violet products in collection boxes, but we're probably not going to see much in the way of big booster box reprints, big reprints of ETBs. I don't think we're going to see that very much until it's too late. Until we need Scarlet and Violet base set and it's not available until it's sold out. So there's still a lot of consumption of cards that has to happen. I think there's a glut of product, which is fine. And eventually, I think there will be some value in Scarlet and Violet and in booster boxes that are in Scarlet and Violet. And even some of the collection boxes, well, the EX boxes are not great. Malistiff, not a great box, but you will see some of the collection boxes. I actually like the 11-pack Lugia box. It's kind of cool, except, the cards are not true promos, etc. But I do like it. It's a cool box for display. 11 packs is a pretty good number of packs for a decent price. But other than that, I think it's going to be an interesting year, 2024, for Pokemon stuff. And again, back to my original statements. Try to open up to others. It's good to make friends, and it's good to use Pokemon as like common ground for having conversations, for hangouts, for taking that step, going to that trade night, for playing the game. It's a good opportunity for you to come in contact with other people who just want to hang out, be friends. So, good luck everyone. Cheers.